Motherfucker.
Hold up, I hope y'all watching this shit.
First round, real quick.
That are in those training rooms with him know how good.
Because he just knocks dudes out real quick in the first round.
Yeah, but now we're gonna get a good. I might fuck with this guy. To me, I thought he was a con artist, just based off his look.
They're at edge. Holy shit! What the hell just happened? What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show, Friday, January 7th, 2022. Got a pretty good slate of games today. We'll go through some NBA. Take a look at some NFL that we got going on over the weekend. Last weekend of the regular season. There's going to be probably quite a few teams that rest players this week. We'll break down some of those, and then, of course, we'll give out the picks of the day. Before we get started, don't forget we're live Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. That show's live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We're also live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room, our sports talk show. That show's also live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. That's where we post everything about our shows. All of our picks for Easy Money, a sports betting show, get posted on there. Any show announcements and all that good stuff. Don't forget today at 3:30, we're going to air the great conversation we had with pro wrestler Sean Kemp. Him and his dad run a promotion called Summit Pro. They have a show this Sunday at 4 in Greenfield, Indiana. We're going to be actually live streaming that show. So if you can't make it to Greenfield, come join us on YouTube and Twitch. We'll have live coverage of that show, but that interview will air today at 3:30. You don't want to miss it. We had a great conversation with him the other day. And then like I just mentioned, Sunday we're going to be live in Greenfield, Indiana for Summit Pro. They got a stacked card, so bell time's at 4, doors open at 3. You can get more information on that at Summit Pro on Facebook, or you can check out our social media pages. We have the flyer on there as well. All right, let's jump right into these games. We'll start with the NBA. First game is the San Antonio Spurs at the Philadelphia 76ers. The Sixers are 7.5-point favorites. They're minus 295 on the money line. The Spurs are plus 240 on the money line. Over-under for this game's at 217.5. The Spurs are 15-22 on the season. They're 5-5 their last 10. They are coming off a win over the Celtics, 99. I think it was 99-97 on Tuesday. The Sixers are 21-16. They're on a 5-game winning streak, and they're 4-1 ATS their last 5. I like the Sixers to win this game, but I think 7.5 is too many points. What I would lean toward in this game would be the over the 217.5. Then we have the Milwaukee Bucks at the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets are 4.5-point favorites at home. They're minus 184 on the money line. The Bucks are plus 154 on the money line. Over under for this game is 233. The Bucks are 25-15. They've lost 2 in a row. They haven't had Giannis. I think he'll still be out today. They're 1-5 ATS their last 6 Friday games. The Nets are 24-12. They will not have Kyrie Irving for this game because this is a home game. So since he's not vaccinated, he can't play. He can only play on the road games at places that don't have protocols on the vaccination. But the Nets are 1-10 their last 11 home games ATS. I like the Nets here at the minus 4.5. I just without Giannis, I think the Bucks are going to struggle. especially with James Harden been playing a little bit better here lately. So I'm going to go with the Nets at the -4.5. Then you have the Utah Jazz at the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors are 11.5-point favorites at home. They're -720 on the money line. The Jazz are +520 on the money line. Over-under for this game set at 222. The Jazz are 28-10. They've won back-to-back games on the road, but they do have Gobert. Gobert's out on health and safety protocol. Ingles is out on health and safety protocol. Whiteside is out with an injury, so Jazz aren't going to have hardly any depth tonight. The Raptors are 18-17. They're good defensively. They're finally fully healthy now, as they'd been dealing with the COVID outbreak, and they've been playing a lot better as of late. I'm going to say that I haven't seen it this morning, but I'm going to say some more players on the Jazz's team must have tested positive as well for the Jazz to be 11.5-point underdogs against the Raptors. I'll lean more toward the under the 222 in this game. And, the Minnesota Timberwolves at the Oklahoma City Thunder. The T-Wolves are 6-point favorites on the road. They're -235 on the money line. OKC is +194 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 218. The Timberwolves are 18-20 on the season. They've won 2 in a row. They're finally getting healthy. They beat the Thunder by 8 a couple days ago. Gilchrist Alexander is back for the Thunder, so that helps them getting their best player back. But then they've lost. Then Dort's questionable, who's been probably their second best player, and they've been the worst offensive team in the league so far this season. I like the Minnesota Timberwolves here at the -6. And I would lean toward the under the 218 because, like I said, the Thunder don't score a whole lot of points. They're one of the few teams that average right around 99 points. Got the Dallas Mavericks at the Houston Rockets. The Mavericks are 2.5-point favorites on the road. They're -138 on the money line. The Rockets are +118 on the money line. Over-under for this game's at 214.5. The Mavs are 20-18 on the season. They've won 4 in a row. They're 5-2 ATS their last 7 games. Luka's averaging 25 points and 9 assists, and the Mavericks average 105 points per game. The Rockets are 11-28 on the season. They average 107 points per game. Christian Wood's their leading scorer at 17 points and 10 rebounds a game. The Rockets are 1-8 ATS their last 9. I like the Mavs here at the -2.5. And I would lean toward the over the 214.5 in this game. Next game we have is the Wizards at the Chicago Bulls. Chicago is 6-point favorites at home. They're -240 on the money line. The Wizards are +198 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 225.5. The Wizards are 19-19 on the season. They're 9-12 in their first 21 road games. They're 4-1 ATS their last 5 games. The Bulls are 25-10 on the season. They're on an 8-game win streak. They're 5-2 ATS their last 7 home games. I like Chicago here at the -6. I think I would lean toward the under the 225. All right, next game is the Sacramento Kings at the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets are 8-point favorites at home. They're -330 on the money line. The Kings are plus 265 on the money line. Over-under for this game's at 225.5. The Kings are 16-24 in the season. They're on a 2-game losing streak. They only shot 42% as a team their last game. They average 110 points per game, and they're 5-10 ATS their last 15. The Nuggets are 18-18 on the season. They're on a 2-game losing streak. Injuries have really hurt the Nuggets this year, with Murray being hurt, Porter Jr. being hurt. I think Jokic has missed some time as well. With Jokic is back, Jokic has been killing it. Nuggets average 106 points per game. They're 2-5 ATS their last 7. I like the Nuggets to win this game, but 8 points is just too many. I like the Kings here at the plus 8. We have the Atlanta Hawks at the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers are 3-point favorites at home. They're minus 148 on the money line. The Hawks are plus 126 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 229. The Hawks are 17-20 on the season. They beat the Kings 108-102 their last game. They're 5-10 ATS their last 15. Trae Young's averaging 28 points a game and 10 assists, and the Hawks average 111 points a game. The Lakers have won 3 in a row. They're 20-19 on the season. LeBron James is averaging 28 points a game. The Lakers average 111 points a game as well, and they're 4-1 ATS their last 5. This is going to be a good game, I think. The Hawks' biggest problem is they just don't have no defense, and I see them having trouble size-wise matching up with the Lakers. I like the Lakers here at the minus 3, and I like the over the 229. Then we have the Cleveland Cavaliers at the Portland Trailblazers. Portland or Cavs are minus 5.5 or 5.5 point favorites. They're minus 225 on the money line. The Trailblazers are plus 190 on the money line. Over under for this game's at 215.5. The Cavs are 21-17 on the season. Garland's been their leading scorer, and he just came back off the COVID list. Cavs are coming off a loss. They're 0-5 ATS their last 5 games. They average 108 points per game. Portland is 14-23 on the season. They're coming off a loss as well. Portland only has 3 players that average double digits. They're 1-5 ATS their last 6. Lillard's been leading the way in scoring, but Lillard hasn't been shooting near as high as a percentage this season as he has in the last couple seasons. But Portland struggles defensively. I like Cleveland here at the minus 5.5. Well, I lean toward Cleveland at the minus 5.5. What I like more in this game would be the over the 215.5. All right, that's all the NBA games for today. Don't have no college football. College football this Monday is the national championship game. You have the FCS championship game on tomorrow at noon, as you have Montana State versus North Dakota State. North Dakota State is 7.5 point favorites. They're minus 285 on the money line. Montana is plus 230 on the money line. Over under for this game's at 41.5. I like North Dakota State here in this game at the minus 7.5. Then in the college football playoff national championship game, you have Georgia Georgia at Alabama. This game's Monday night at 8:05. Georgia's 2.5-point favorites. Over-under for this game's at 52.5. Alabama beat Georgia pretty good the last time they played, but I like Georgia in this game. I think Georgia's defense is going to step up this time. They have one of the best defensive lines in the league. Last time Alabama was able to control the line of scrimmage. I think that's going to flip this time. I think Georgia's going to be the team that controls the line of scrimmage. Therefore, I like Georgia at the -2.5. And I do like the over the 52.5 in that game. We'll give out our official pick on that game on Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Easy Money, a sports betting show. Okay. Don't have any NFL till Sunday. Or no, we have 2 NFL games tomorrow. We have 2 Saturday NFL games. Tomorrow in the NFL, you have the Kansas City Chiefs at the Denver Broncos. The Chiefs are 11-point favorites on the road. They're -520 on the money line. Denver is +400 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 45. I like the Chiefs to win this game. Well, I think 11 is too many points to give up when you're playing a divisional opponent, and Denver has a decent defense. What I like more in here would be the under the 45. I just don't think the Broncos are going to be able to keep up scoring with Kansas City. And then the other game on Saturday night, or Saturday at 8 o'clock Saturday night, is the Dallas Cowboys at the Philadelphia Eagles. The Cowboys are 4.5-point favorites on the road. They're -210 on the money line. The Eagles are +176 on the money line. Over-under for this game's at 43.5. I like Dallas to win this game. I'd go with Dallas at the -4.5. I could see this being a close game, though, and I could also see it being under the 43.5. The Eagles' defense, if they can, Dallas's offense hasn't been playing real great. They haven't been real efficient. Dak has struggled some. I can see the Eagles making this close, and I don't think the Cowboys can really improve on their seeding, so they might rest some players this game as well. They might not play everybody the whole game. But I like Dallas at the 4.5. But I'll give out my official pick on that tomorrow. That way, we'll have our picks up for the Saturday games tomorrow by like 9 in the morning, 9, 10 in the morning. But I like to wait until I give out my official picks. That way I know who's all playing, especially this week in the NFL being last week. Teams that already have their divisions won or can't move up in the playoff seeding will rest some players. Like, for example, Green Bay Packers are only 3-point favorites against the Detroit Lions this weekend. But it's because everybody figures that if Rodgers plays, he's only going to play a few series, and that most of our starters aren't going to play very long. All right. Let's see. We have only other thing I think we have live today is some Ncaa basketball. Again, we don't have. Got Marquette at Georgetown. Marquette's 2-point favorites on the road. They're -142 on the money line. Georgetown's +118 on the money line. Over-under for this game's at 153. I like Georgetown here at the +118 on the money line. Kent State at Ohio. Ohio's 8-point favorites in that game. There is no like real big top 25 matchups or anything going on today in college basketball. The game I do like in college basketball is I like Georgetown as the home dog over Marquette. I like the under the 153 in that game, but I really do like Georgetown at the +118. All right, let's get to my picks of the day. All right. In NBA today, I like the Brooklyn Nets -4.5 against the Milwaukee Bucks. I like the Minnesota Timberwolves -6 against the OKC Thunder. I like the Dallas Mavericks -2.5 against the Houston Rockets. I like the Chicago Bulls -6 against the Washington Wizards. I like the Sacramento Kings +8 against the Denver Nuggets. I like the Los Angeles Lakers -3 against the Atlanta Hawks. And then I also like the Portland Trailblazers, Cleveland Cavaliers over 215.5. All right, so to recap my picks today, I like Cavs Portland over 215.5, Lakers -3, the Kings +8, Chicago Bulls -6, the Dallas Mavericks -2.5, the Minnesota Timberwolves -6, and the Brooklyn Nets -4.5. That's our picks today. Them picks will get posted on our social media accounts, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room here in just a little while. All right. All right. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Don't forget, today at 3:30 p.m. we'll be live with a special edition of GWR. We're going to air the conversation we had with pro wrestler Sean Kemp. We talked to him the other day. Him and his dad run a promotion called Summit Pro out of Greenfield, Indiana. They're having a big show this Sunday called The Climb. They have a stacked card. So go check that out on Sunday. Plus, we'll be there Sunday streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. So if you can't make it to Greenfield, check out us on YouTube and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room. Don't forget, Easy Money, a sports betting show, is Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern. We're giving out winners. Come join us. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch with that show. We also have GSR Gonzo Sports Room, our sports talk show. It's live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Also live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And then don't forget, this Sunday, 9 a.m. in the morning, our new pro wrestling podcast, GWR, our weekly pro wrestling podcast. First episode drops this Sunday, 9 a.m. on January 9th. It's going to be a weekly podcast. We'll drop a new episode every Sunday at 9 a.m. We'll record it and we'll drop it. It'll be available on Anchor Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast. Most places you listen to podcasts, you'll be able to find it. And it'll also drop on Sunday at 9 in the morning on YouTube if you'd like the video version of it. So don't forget about that. This Sunday morning, 9 a.m., the new GWR podcast will air. It's going to be a little different than your normal pro wrestling podcast. We're not just going to talk about WWE, AEW, NXT, the big companies. We'll talk independent wrestling. We'll talk Ring of Honor. We'll talk all wrestling. So come join us for that this Sunday, 9 a.m. Is when that'll be aired on YouTube and be dropped on the podcast networks. And then also this Sunday, come join us at Summit Pro at 4 p.m. Bell time, 3 o'clock. Doors open. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. That's where we post all the information about all of our shows, our daily picks from Easy Money, a sports betting show. Get posted on our social media. Any interview announcements, show announcements, all that stuff gets posted to our social media. So make sure you follow us, YouTube or Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. Check our YouTube page at Gonzo Sports Room. We have a lot of content on there. We're up over 130 followers on YouTube now. We're trying to get, I'd like to be at 200 by the end of next week. So come out, Or so go on there. Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that bell for notifications. We greatly appreciate it. If you're watching on Facebook and Twitch, we appreciate that as well. Please hit the follow and like buttons. If you're listening to the podcast, please rate and review. Hit the like buttons. We greatly appreciate that as well. All right. Don't forget, like I said, 3:30 p.m. Eastern, we will be live, and we will air the conversation we had with pro wrestler Sean Kemp. Also, if you missed the conversation I had last night with AWR Asylum Wrestling Revolution owner Gary Emmett, go check it out. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it on Facebook, Twitch. It's on all of them. It was a very great. I thought it was a great conversation, very entertaining interview. So go check that out as well. And like I said, that's on all of our. That's on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch right now. But please hit that subscribe button. Hope everybody has a great weekend. We'll put out our official picks for the Saturday NFL games. They'll be up sometime after midnight tonight, and no later than 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. And then we'll have our NFL picks for Sunday up by 9 o'clock Sunday morning. Hey, it's cold out there. Be safe. Hope everybody has a great weekend. We will see you guys here at 3:30 p.m. as we air the conversation with Sean Kemp. If not, we'll see you guys hopefully Sunday for Summit Pro. If not, we'll see you Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Hope everybody has a safe weekend. Have a great day. Peace.